Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to another edition of exciting Southwestern Athletic Conference sports. Today's on tap game of the week, the match of the week, the grand finale of the Southwestern Athletic Conference 23 Women's Volleyball Championship. Along with me is Tamika Newman and Charles Bishop. This is going to be an exciting tournament with some of these teams really matched up well.
Yes, the talent on both sides of the conference has increased tremendously. All of the meetups between the East and the West were very competitive. We don't expect anything less today.
Yeah, we've got, Charles, a great matchup on set here with our first match against Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman. Man, this is going to be good when both of these teams are matched well. Number 1 seed, Alabama State coming in, taking on the number 8 seed, Bethune-Cookman. They're not going to go quietly in the night.
Not at all. I mean, once you get here to the SWAC tournament, the number and
we're breaking up quite a bit there with Charles Bishop. We'll catch that in a minute. But that's he was saying. Once you get here to the tournament, there are no holds barred, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to have a good one here this afternoon. Stick around. We'll come back with the coaches and the starters. This is exciting Southwestern Athletic Conference sports at www.swac.org.
Mike.
When you join the HBCU family, you become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
We are the SWAC, building champions for life. The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SWAC Digital Network. We are live here courtside at the William Nick Center, otherwise known as the Baby Dome, here in Prairie View, Texas. Match
Get yourself a Gatorade.
Featuring the Hornets of Alabama.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
And welcome back here to the campus of Prairie View A&M University. William J. Nick's Baby Dome here for the 2023 SWAC Volleyball Tournament. Charles Bishop, Charles Porter, and Tamika Newman here on the call for SWAC Digital Network.
Yeah, we're going to have a real good one. Tamika, quickly, you've got the starters for Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman. Go ahead.
Starting for the Lady Hornets, number 4, Jada Rhodes, outside hitter. Number 12, Kristen Ashby, outside hitter. Number 14, Jalen Witten, who's also an outside hitter. Number 15, Madison Beasley, setter. Number 17, Taylor Gaines, the middle blocker. Number 22, Kaylin Hines, the other middle blocker. And then the libero, number 23, Temperance Chapman. For the Lady Wildcats, number 1, Naira Hightower, middle blocker. Number 4, Alicia Callender, setter. Number 7, Elizabeth Phillips, outside hitter. Number 9, Ariel Simmons, middle blocker. Number 12, Kaytal Price, the other middle blocker. Number 14, Nia De La Hosa, the outside hitter. And number 18, libero Essence Bell.
The Hornets get the scoring started first. Here, 1-0 in set 1. On the line for Alabama State is Melissa Spencer. Here we go, left side. Here's the quick volley. The libero puts it on. Into play, here comes the attack and the kill for the Hornets, ladies and gentlemen. Getting that one is going to be 23.
Madison Beasley starting with some tough serves, forcing the Wildcats to go to the back row early on.
Spencer gets it across. Here we come, left side with the attack from De La Hosa. And the Hornets now go up 3-0
But they needed to get that pass on the target, so they have more options than the outside. Right now, they're having to force it out there because of the pass quality.
Spencer gets it left side. Here comes De La Hosa again. That one's inside. And Bethune-Cookman now will go to the line.
It's a great shot. Right in the seam. That's a good spot to put the ball.
Riley Davis will check in. She is a sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. She'll go to the line for the Wildcats. Here comes the serve, the pass, right side. Here comes the attack, left side. Great dig over there by Callender. Here we go back with the attack on the right side from Bethune-Cookman. Good job there by Simmons. Here we go, right side, setting it up. There is Callender with the pass on the right side. Here comes the attack from Phillips. the Hornets. Too much that time from Delahousse.
Delahousse overrunning the ball just a little bit, it flying out. I love that Alabama is running their right side, getting them started early, making right back have to play some defense, and they're not doing bad.
Here comes Callender again. Great attack there. Here comes the libero to set it up, Essence Bell, and coming down with a great shot there are the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats.
Both teams highlighting their right sides. It's been a trend for years. Teams really running that right side.
Davis brings it across. Here comes the Hornets setting it up. Left side. Here comes the attack on the right side. Great block there. The combination there of Hightower and Davis here on the right side with a good block, good position. Just didn't go well for them.
Yeah, Jalen Witten using the outside hand of that block. That was a really good use because they're there and they're big.
Delahousse on the line for the Hornets. Here we go, cross right side. The Wildcats coming with the attack. Great attack there that time by Simmons. And the Hornets keep it alive. Chapman with the pass to get the volley over. Here we come right side. Great dig there by the Hornets. Nia Hightower, but not enough. And the Wildcats knotted up at 4.
We're seeing that block give Alabama State a little bit of trouble there. They're trying to do some different shots, trying to time it, trying to catch them coming down. So definitely disrupting this Alabama State offense.
Hightower got it going, and here come the Hornets right back with another sting. 5-4 to score. The Hornets up by 1.
They're not able to move that makes it to the court.
Here comes the attack. 17, number 17 on there. Don't see a 17 for
Taylor Gaines.
Taylor Gaines,
middle blocker, returner from last season. Really tough serve over there to zone 5.
Well, give me my roster back. Thank you, ma'am. Here comes Gaines again. Back up top with the volley on the left side. Here come the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman to tie it up here at 6-5 the score here as the Wildcats go back to the line here with the Madison Coates, the senior from Oviedo, Florida. Here comes the serve right across with the set now by Alabama State men. Huge attack, man. What an attack there by Christian Ashby, the junior from Atlanta, Georgia. Brooks will check in for the Hornets of Alabama State and take it to the right side for Coach Penny Lucas. Here comes the serve, right side. Great set there by Madison Coates, and the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats are not going away.
Madison Beasley with the line.
Did I say Coates? It's Beasley.
Sorry. Nobody expecting that line turn. Great job. The setter hadn't pushed back and committed to playing defense on the line. That was a heads-up play by her.
Elizabeth Phillips on the line for the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Good volley there, right side. Here we go across the net. On the right now with the attack. Coming from Alabama State, that was Jalen Witten, the graduate student from Redondo Beach, California.
Madison Coates deciding to send that over on 2, but sending it to the wrong jersey. She sent it to the libero, which resulted in that really fast set to the outside, and it's just too much for them to handle.
Here come the Hornets with Jada Rhodes. Now here comes the volley. Oh, right in the middle. Great. The attempted pancake didn't go well there. They dumped it right in the middle, right in that
open area. You got to sell it. She was just an inch from it. So.
Not so much a dump there. Here comes Essence Bell from the line. Back over to her fellow libero, Temperance Chapman. Good tip, and not a pancake. No, it hit the ground. That one hit the ground.
Still really excited, not quite hearing the whistle, not stopping when they hear it.
I'll tell you what, guys, you can really tell the intensity is really ratcheted up here in this first game. Both teams, a lot of energy thus far.
9-7 to score. Chapman gets it across. Great tip right there in the middle, right there on that front line to Leah Gaines, Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Madison Coates put that set up just a little bit too low. Her middle nowhere to go, and Alabama State just waiting for it.
Here come the Wildcats. Hit that one in the net. Now the Hornets starting to pull away a little bit.
Coach Williams talking to her team. They've got a clean serve receive up. They're passing in the net, too tight, off the net. They really need all their hitting options.
Chapman comes right side. De La Husa with the attack, but man, what a block there on the right side by Talia Gaines.
And Charles, you make it easy for them to block you when you pass too far on the left side and the setter sets the left. They're just camped out waiting for you. As long as they're up and pressing, that ball's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
Charles.
Go ahead, Charles.
No, I was just going to say, man, it's hot and heavy over there on your side. You better be careful over there. Those ladies are getting fired up over there.
A lot of intensity thus far, but I'll tell you what, one of the things that you really noticed thus far with regards to both teams, a lot of energy. They said they wanted to be composed as they come out here in this opening game. And one of the things you talked about with Bethune-Cookman, big physical presence on the defensive side of the ball. Alabama State, they want to keep the tempo up tempo today. So a chess match, if you will, Tamika.
Yes, we're looking at one of the conference's best defenses versus the best offense. But this game's going to come down to the team with the least unforced errors and then their passing game, which we see Bethune-Cookman. They aren't passing well right now, and Alabama State is capitalizing on that.
Yeah, you got 4 conference superlatives there on the Alabama Hornets State side. I mean, for the last 10 years, they've been a dynasty here in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, winning it last year, sweeping the SWAC this year. They've got Jada Rhodes, the player of the year, Madison Beasley, Talia Gaines, and Saldi and Para Smith, the newcomer of the year, man. They just can't do any wrong.
Yes, Coach Penny talked about her team expects to be here all 3 days. That's an expectation in that program.
Chapman across left side gets the call over to Malia De La Husa, and De La Husa.
And speaking of passing,
yeah,
we see an overpass there. Absolutely. Alabama State just taking care of that with ease.
Chapman gets it across, and now, great volley, great save there by Madison Coates, and at the net, the Hornets win it again.
Charles, if the passing doesn't pick up, we're going to start to see some separation here.
Alabama State's Chapman still on the line. Here comes the set, the pass right side, De La Husa with the attack. Back top on the right side. Here comes Emily Brooks with the pass and the attack from the Hornets. Setting it up, left side, Bell gets it right in the middle. In the net, the Hornets can't handle it. 14-8 to score here in set 1.
De La Husa stopping the bleeding with a little small ball there, tipping just over that block.
De La Husa, great job that time reading the defense and finding the soft spot in the defense.
Here we go, left side, the Hornets setting it up. Here comes the attack. Great block by De La Husa there on that left side. Now, Tamika, you were a middle blocker or an outside hitter. I think you were a middle blocker, right?
Middle blocker is correct.
I did my homework, and I kind of remember it because I think I called all of your games here in the William Center.
I think you did.
Here we go, back on the call. Oh, man, great serve down there. Phillips has the control and puts it back over on the right side. Now here come the Hornets. Here's the attack. Good one there by Ashby. The set by Bill. Left side back over on the top. Bell setting it again, and here we go back right on the right. Here comes the attack from Beasley. Man, the Wildcats really playing tough here. Back up to the Wildcats now. Here come the Hornets with that cross attack. And it's going to be Bethune-Cookman ball. Did she step out of the line or did it hit the rod? What happened?
She swung and it went out, no touch.
No touch?
So just a little long on the swing.
15-9 the score, set 1. Tamika Newman and a couple of Chucks bringing you the call here for the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Bethune benefiting from that unforced error. I love to see their middle and setter connection clean up. That might be the thing that can help them get back in this game.
Talia Gaines with another kill for the graduate student from Daytona Beach, Florida, transferred from Jackson State. Is that something? I wonder if somebody has some interest in Jackson State across the way.
Well, I tell you what, she's really firing some howitzers across over at Bethune-Cookman.
Charles Bishop, he's big time. 96 graduate of JSU, Jackson State, OD I love, then went to Texas Southern to get his master's, a graduate of 2019, now currently working on his doctoral program. We're so glad to have you. You can catch him on the Pepsi Game Day every Saturday as Southwestern Athletic Conference gets ready to play weekend sports. Also, inside the HBCU lab with Dr. Kenyatta Cavill, formerly of the Jackson State pregame show. He's just been all over the place.
I'm a busy guy, man. They keep me working. I love it.
Well, Tamika Newman is starting to get a lot of work too. So, man, I tell you, we're really excited about this veteran team. Here we come with the Wildcats. Riley Davis sends it back over right side. Here comes the attack right in the middle, man. You got to watch Talia Gaines. Now, that play is called a slide, right?
That's just a push outside.
A push outside, okay, because AD Golf at Prairie View A&M University have coined a new play. It's called the Kalachi slide. We'll tell you about it in a minute.
Yeah, I gotta hear about that story.
Here comes Jalen Whitten, and Whitten into the libero, Essence Bell, that goes awkwardly off the right side. And the Hornets of Alabama State will keep Jalen Whitten on the line. 17-10.
Yeah, Coach Williams with an immediate substitution after that unforced error.
Here we come right side with the attack. Too much man for Ariel A.J. Simmons, the sophomore from Miami, Florida, brought the noise just a little bit too loudly. Back on the line is Whitten. And here we come. Great serve. Takes it all the way to the back from Jasmine Moore. And now the pass and the play over from Simmons. Here we come with the attack. Great attack that time by Rhodes. Bethune-Cookman setting it up, coming right side. And that one was out of bounds from the attack from Jasmine Moore.
Just long. That's a really good swing. They got the Alabama State middle kind of caught.
Well, actually, I guess it was in bounds because Hightower's on the line for the Wildcats. Here we go, right side, the outside attack from Jada Rhodes. Setting it up on the left now is Callender. Man, great effort there by Whitten. And now the Hornets have it back on their side, 18-11. Here comes the attack. Great dig that time by Riley Davis. The pass on the right side, gets it over to Moore. And the Wildcats had a little bit too much just inside the back line.
Yes, Bethune hitting just long, but what a show of defense right there on both sides. Players were staying deep, running through the ball, taking that extra step, getting their platform on the ball.
Talia Gaines with too much energy on that serve, and here we come with some substitutions.
Wholesale substitutions coming in now for Bethune-Cookman and Alabama State. Tell you what, Bethune-Cookman trying to fight their way back into this. Alabama State is kind of taking control here, middle portion of this early set.
Coach will go on the line for Bethune-Cookman. We get it across the top now over there. Good dig by Rose and the pass on the right side. Here we come with the attack from Ashby. And that one's going to go out of bounds and stay on Bethune-Cookman's side, man. Great effort, great hustle there by Jasmine Moore, the senior from Baytown, Texas, right down the street here. Well, not actually right down the street, but from Bethune-Cookman, from here, it is kind of right down the street.
Yeah, she's a long way from home, going to school out in Florida.
Emily Brooks on the line for the Hornets. Here we go. Great set, serve, pass, good attack that time by Moore. And, man, Alabama State keeps heating up.
They do. And until this point, we hadn't seen Conference Player of the Year really do anything spectacular because of the poor passing performance by Bethune. So we don't want to get Jada Rhodes woken up. When she gets going, she's really hard to stop.
Yeah, 21-12. The Wildcats starting to let the Hornets slip away from them. A couple of points away, 4 to be exact. 4 more points, they'll put this first one in the books.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, when you take a look at Jada Rhodes, she is making her presence known thus far, Tamika.
Yes, you're starting to see the difference in skill, the difference is in composure, and just experience. Alabama State playing incredibly calm. They're used to being in the tournament. They make it every year. They're used to making a long run in the tournament. So we're seeing that now. And unlike basketball, volleyball is an offensive sport. Offense scores about 75% of the points in most cases. So you can have a great defense, but when you meet a great offense,
over here listening
it's going to be really hard to stop.
Over here listening to a little bit of Coach Williams talk to the team, and she is making a point. Do not hurt yourself. You're killing yourself with unforced errors, and that's one of the things we've seen thus far in this early set.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid they're going to expend too much energy in these first couple of contests and not have enough to finish, because Alabama State's going to bring the noise.
Yes, they are.
Back to the line for the Hornets of Alabama State, Emily Brooks, the senior from Pike Road, Alabama. Here we go, right side, great chase down. Oh, man, what a save from Spencer. And here we go, left side. Pardon me, that was Bell with the great save for Bethune-Cookman. Man, what effort that time by Essence Bell, but just too much Alabama State.
Too much. That was a really low set. I didn't think the right side was going to be able to get it through, but she saw hands and she used them.
On the line for the Hornets, Emily Brooks sends it over. Here comes the attack. Great dump in the middle. What a pancake,
Great
but not
job.
enough.
Great
No
job.
syrup on that pancake because just couldn't get it up high enough for the Hornets to keep it in play.
Temperance Chapman got caught on her heels, and she still almost made the play. She's a really elite libero.
Jasmine Moore at the line for Bethune-Cookman. They're not done. Chapman with the dig. Oh, man, what a block. Great block that time by Kaytal Price, the 6'2 junior from Robinson, Minnesota. Just too much, went out of bounds.
Kaytal really up and over, but she's got to be pressing back toward the middle of the court for that ball to stay in.
Jada Rhodes brings it across. Bell watches it carefully. It's out of bounds. Good job.
And Alabama has had a few serves that have gone late, but when you have this type of a margin, it doesn't hurt as much as, say, when Bethune does it.
Okay, Bell back on the line for Brittany Williams. Good dig that time by Chapman, and the pass over on the right side. Looking there is that 11, Anila Cobb, the senior from Tallahassee, Florida. Yeah, with the attack and the kill for the Hornets.
I love to see that Alabama State has added that right side attack to their toolbox, and they're certainly going to be hard to defend now that they are able to set both pin players.
Alabama State, good dig again by Temperance Bell. Oh, and Daryl Dawkins got a monster dunk, it looked like, from Niera Hightower. But that's going to do it for match one here, set one rather, of match one, live from the William Nix Center. 25-14, the final score here in set one, set two. In a couple of minutes, stick around. We'll step aside and come back with more exciting Southwestern Athletic Conference Championship volleyball.
And welcome back to the 2023 SWAC Volleyball Championship here on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Tamika, I wanted to ask, set one, Alabama State takes set one. Strategically, what did you see in this opening set?
Well, it didn't take much strategy by Alabama State because the serve-receive passing was so poor by Bethune-Cookman. This won't be a game if they can't pick up their serve-receive. Also, the middle setter connection was a little bit off. If they can clean that up, we'll see not so great of a margin.
One of the things Coach Penny Lucas-White was telling her team in between sets, she wants the energy. Keep the energy up. Keep the tempo up.
Davis puts it in play, and it's out of play. A little bit too tall for the Wildcats. And the Hornets of Alabama State will now go to the line. Jalen Witten, the graduate student from Redondo Beach, barely gets it over off the net. Here comes the attack now from Jasmine Moore. But, man, that tall front line of the Hornets is just real tough.
I'd like to see Bethune's setter do something else with the ball when she's passed so far left because they're just waiting on the outside hitter.
Witten brings it over on the right side again. The attack now running from Ariel Simmons. And here we go now with Callender. And the Hornets will keep it in play.
Bethune doing something that I like when you're down, still staying aggressive. They're serving deep. They're trying to push them back. That was a really sharp ball she hit. I like that she went for it. You just got to stay confident and hope those balls start falling in.
Witten short arms it into the net. 3-2 the score. Stayed up 1 here in set 2 on the line. Niera Hightower for the Wildcats in the net. Niera Hightower from Wichita Falls, Texas.
Been through there, driven through there.
Played over there. Didn't y'all play Wichita Falls a couple of times? When you were a Panther?
We might have faced them at a tournament. I don't know that we've been on campus.
Here we go, right side with the attack. Good one from Ariel Simmons. Here we go back left side. Here's the attack from the Hornets. Man, Rhodes is tough. We go back right side. De La Houssaye gets it over. Here comes the set and the pass. Right side, the dump, not effective. Here come the Hornets again. Right side with the attack, coming with that cross shot from Jalen Witten. Nope, not a cross shot. Come on.
That is a cross-court shot. It's more sharp.
Sharp
cross-court shot.
Sharp cross-court shot. Okay.
You got it, Coach Williams. A little upset her right back, not staying along that line, kind of cheating over just a little bit.
Gaines lifting weights again. Knocks it out of bounds service here. Checking in is going to be Chapman. And for Bethune-Cookman, Coates.
I tell you, Coach Penny Lucas-White, she's having fun with her team over here, making sure that they keep that energy going. She likes what she's seeing thus far.
Witten keeps it going, and flying through the air with the greatest of ease is Jada Rhodes for the would you call that an attack, a dump, or would you just call that a tap? I mean, because she really, it was just right in the middle. Really, really good finesse there.
Yeah, it's a tip. It looks like she was a little early. Sometimes it can be a misfire. I can't quite tell if she did it on purpose or realized she was early and hit the ball coming down, and the block was coming down as well.
Bell keeps it in play. Here comes the tip rather than dump, and the attack from the Wildcats, Jasmine Moore. And some real athletic play going on here in the William Nix Center, otherwise known as the Baby Dome. Some good action going. Here comes Brooks again. She's going to bring this one back from Pike Road. Gets it across. Back up top, here comes the attack from the Hornets. That was is that 8 right there? The hair's in the way, that's 9 Ariel Simmons.
You're right.
It looked like an 8, didn't it?
It certainly looks like an 8. I think it's confirmed it's a 3. But
is that a 3 or an 8? Is that a 9 or 3? Well, I thought it was 9. It's 3. Is it Mecca Freeman? Can you see the number? Now look at it.
nice.
Time out on the court. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcats want to talk it over early here before things get out of hand. Already up by 6 points, Charles. Alabama State doing their due.
Yeah, game of runs, and over here listening to Penny Lucas White right now. She is enjoying the energy and the defense that they're bringing to the forefront, making it hard for the outside hitters for Bethune-Cookman and find some seams out there.
Yes, Coach Luke is always coaching really light, keeping the humor going, giving feedback, but staying encouraging. And it really speaks to the chemistry this team has built. And it was built from the adversity last season. They were not pleased with their finish in the 2022 tournament. And so they've committed to working hard, staying together, and having fun, honoring and respecting each other. And as you can see, this is a result of that. Coach Williams addressing Bethune. Everything seems to be going wrong. One of the things I'd like to see, I don't want her hitters to back off being aggressive, but instead try and go for the hands of the blockers. Go for the hands of the blockers, see if we can get some touches, get some energy going, get some momentum going.
Brooks still on the line. 9-3 the score. The Hornets up 6. Set 2, match 1 of the Southwestern Athletic Conference 23 volleyball tournament. Here comes the attack. Right side from Mecca Freeman. That's a 3. And the attack too much. The Hornets will get the point.
It's a great set. Fast tempo ball, great location. The Alabama State middle blocker was just a smidgen late getting there, and the hitter just snuck it right through that gap.
Here we come with the attack now from, is that going to be Bethune-Cookman? No, it's Alabama State's ball. Jada Rhodes with the attack. Anila, Charles. Anila Cobb checking in for the Hornets.
Bethune-Cookman with another unforced error. Someone was in the net. I saw a player turn around to transition and hit the net.
Oh, Rhodes with just an outstanding serve right here. De La Husa wanted to go. De La Husa wanted to get it, but Bell had to get it over. And right there on the corner, man, what a shot. Just too long for Elizabeth Phillips.
That was a real howitzer, Charles.
Man, I'm telling you, I thought it was a gut shot there.
That whole series started with a really fast-paced pass by Jada Rhodes. The setter was able to get it out into a good location. The middle faked, and then everything just opened up for the outside hitter.
Rhodes brings it over right out of the middle. Too much, man, for De La Husa, man, with that attack. Just too much. The Hornets will stay on the line. K-Tall Price snuck in on us. Now here come the Hornets. 12-4 to score here in set 2. Here's a set right side. De La Husa with the attack. And that's going to send the...
So much promise for De La Husa. She's just a freshman, 6'3", playing out on the pin. So much promise. I can't wait to watch her game develop.
Good, man, saved by the Hornets here. The dig from Temperance Chapman kind of went awry on the right side, and, man, the Hornets, man, with good court awareness, keeps it alive, gets it across and gets the score.
Heads-up play by Alabama State to push the ball outside. They got the setter front row. You want to go ahead and use her.
Here comes the attack from Hightower now on the right side from the Hornets. Here's the set. De La Husa with the attack. No. Great block there in the middle there by Talia Gaines. Chapman setting it up. Here comes the pass. Rhodes with it. It's too tall and trying to chase it down, but not fast enough was Elizabeth Phillips as she came from Noblesville, Indiana.
I tell you what, she really came with it on that one.
She came from a long way
nice
to try to get it.
Yes, indeed.
Chapman will be back on the line. Or check that. That's, Chapman from Jasper, Alabama. Sends it over. De La Husa with the attack right in the middle. Good job there by Rhodes, setting it up right side and hitting it on the pole. That time was Anila Cobb.
Cobb not knowing where she is on the court. Kind of swung with the pace like she was right up on the net. She was at least 10 feet off. Coach White telling her to make the adjustment there.
Here comes Callender. Right side, Brooks, no, pardon me, with the attack. That was 14 with the attack. Jalen Witten right in the middle. Good dig there by Brooks. Right side, here comes the attack from the Hornets. Witten doing a great job today also, folks. And somebody's in the net.
Yep.
Yes, Alabama State definitely in the net. The blockers just coming under and pulling the net up with their arms.
Here comes Alicia Callender, the junior from Dorado. Okay, this is a new one for me. Charles, I'm going to throw this one over to you. Dorado, where in the world is Dorado PR? It says Monroe University. So where is PR? What is PR?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. There you go. Just trying to have some fun facts here, folks. Here we go, right side. Delahousse sends it over. Brooks with the pass, right side, and a great attack there by Jalen Witten. Here comes Delahousse with the attack into the net. Wow.
Bethune missing some opportunities to score there. Sent a couple of free balls over. You just can't do that against this high-powered offensive Alabama State team.
(15-8), 7-point edge here by the Hornets. Here come with the attack. Delahousse right in the middle, right on the ground. Man.
I'm with you, Tamika Daly. She is very impressive for Bethune-Cookman.
Absolutely.
She is, and her height, don't generally see a 6'2", I believe, or 6'3". She's listed outside in the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
An outside hitter rather than a middle blocker at 6'3". Wow, great volley there by the Hornets. Here comes the set. Ashby with the attack. Now here come the Hornets. Great dig by Chapman, or Essence Bell. Bell gets it back over. Now to Chapman. Chapman gets it on over. Right side with the attack. Chapman with the save. Good volley there. This play is going. Here we come, setting it up to Talia Gaines. No, they set it up to Gaines, but fooled him and threw it to Ashby. And man, what an attack. And I heard the old, man, that means it's good.
A laser cross court, Charles, a laser.
We've seen Alabama State pick on Alicia Callender over in right side. She's a setter, and sometimes she just gets caught cheating in, trying to get ready to set up the offense.
Witten back over to Hightower for the attack. And you can't stop that one because Hightower's waist is right at the top of the navel. She's jumping so high. Here comes Hightower back now. Here comes the volley, right side. Here comes the attack on the right side, and just too much Christian Ashby, the junior from Atlanta, Georgia. For Alabama State, number 22, Caitlin Hines. Also checking in, Logan Horn. Logan Horn checked in. Horn is a senior from right there in Montgomery, Alabama. She gets on the line. Here we go with the attack. Man, there we go. There's your favorite person, K-Tail Price, man, going real high up for the block for the Wildcats.
K-Tal, great job there at the net with the block.
Elizabeth Phillips doing a great job setting that block. K-Tal just booking it over there, getting high hands over and pressing the 6.
K-Tal Price, man, I tell you, she's a beast over there. Here comes the attack there from Elizabeth Phillips, the junior from Noblesville, and the Hornets with the point. Checking back in for
Elizabeth Phillips has been quiet, but I like her game. That line shot was really solid contact. It'd be great to see more of that right here.
Brooks, right side, gets it over with the pass. Here comes another attack there from Elizabeth Phillips. And Phillips is keeping the Wildcats alive here. Going to the line for Bethune-Cookman is Elizabeth Phillips. Chapman with the set. Here comes Rhodes with the attack. Back over right side, Delahousse. Good dig there by Witten. Passes it over right side and just didn't get enough height. That time was an Isla Cobb.
What a play. The entire time I tracked the pass, I just knew that was going to have to be taken over. Big ups to the setter, getting her composure, nice high hands, and sending out a clean ball that close to the net.
Boy, the Hornets dissecting the defense of Bethune-Cookman. They've got some great plays going over there. There was a slide in the midst of that volley there over on the left side, but, man, they're really playing well at the net.
They are, and they have so many weapons. So individually, all the hitters have different shots, a variety of shots in their bag, but the mere fact that everybody can hit, you've got to respect everybody, and they are just tearing up the BCU defense.
18-13, folks. We're live here in the William Nix Center. Charles Porter, Tamika Newman, and Charles Bishop, a couple of chucks with the call. 18-13, the score here in set 2.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Lucas White was alluding to, and just to your point, Tamika, don't be too eager in your coverage. Elizabeth Phillips was able to find some openings with her attack, and I think that's one of the things you guys were pointing out.
Folks, the Southwestern Athletic Conference would like to thank all of its sponsors, Charles, Tamika, Pepsi, General Motors, Academy Sports and Outdoors, Nike, Cricket Wireless, Home Depot, Google, and Prairie View A&M University, all 2023 Southwestern Athletic Conference volleyball tournament sponsors. Did I get it right?
You did.
Here we go back to live action. Here comes Elizabeth Phillips on the line for Brittany Williams. Chapman with the dig, and here comes the attack from the right side from Cobb. And pardon me, Rhodes, and man, she is just all over the place. Like you said, too many weapons.
I know Coach Williams wanted Essence Bell to take just one more step. She's starting to go through to the floor first, then pursue the ball. I'd like to see her touch the ball, then use the floor.
Rhodes goes to Delahousse, and the attack by the Wildcats. Man, Madison Coates right there, man. She has some extreme, what we call in basketball, hops.
Absolutely.
That one's in. Wow. They tried to watch it, man. That service, gee whiz. It kind of curved right as it hit the bottom, too,
man. The ball had a
wow.
lot of top spin on it.
Rhodes again from the line. Good dig by Coates in the middle. The setup from Chapman back left side and the attack that goes off the hands of Jalen Witten. And here come the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman, Mia Delahousse, pardon me, with the attack.
Kaylin Hines late getting over there. It's a big up play by Delahousse. She saw she had nobody, opted to go for the use, but she certainly could have went right in the split.
Temperance Chapman on the line. Passes it right side. Man, good attack right off in the middle there from Chapman. Here we come again. Just the volley over. Bell sets it up right in the middle. Chapman with the good pass there. And right side, Delahousse again. Good job, Rhodes. Here comes the pass, right side. Oh, man, the save that time from Chapman, and they'll stay alive and play it. Here we go, right side, and, man, trying to go with, I call that the Michael Jordan win. What is that play called when they're running with the leap like they're going to do the finger roll?
It was a slide. The ball was pushed out a little too far. And, gosh, Bethune played such great defense through that rally and just could not connect and execute.
Was it a regular slide or a Kalachi slide?
I still got to learn what the Kalachi slide is.
You'll have to ask AD Golf. Here we come back right side. Delahousse with the attack and hit the line or hit the pole and stayed on our side.
Yes, that ball hit the antenna. That's going to be out. Ball.
Oh, it hit the antenna. I thought it hit the pole there. I guess the officials in
antenna
Well, I saw it move, but I just thought it was a serious attack there. That's all. They're hitting it so hard. Here we go, right side. Hightower with the attack. Back right side, man. Woo.
Delahousse up, but certainly not over and on the way down.
Yeah, and Anila Cobb with that extreme attack, man. Man, they're bringing the noise.
Game point right here.
Chapman kicks it across right side, and that's going to do it. Alabama State will put 2 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Set 2 wraps up with a 25-14 score. Folks, we'll take a break here during Game 3, Set 3, and come back with more exciting Southwestern Athletic Conference sports. This is the SWAC Digital Network.
When you join the HBCU family, you become part of the tradition of breaking barriers in your community, breaking ground in your career, and bringing it with everything you do. From how you look to how you move in the classroom, on the court, and on the field. That's why Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to celebrate the HBCU legacy and all those to add to it in their own way.
Welcome back to the Southwestern Athletic Conference 23 volleyball tournament. I am just having great fun with Tamika. I watched her grow up, folks. I remember when she was just a rambunctious freshman that came in with a good work ethic that paid off in 2007 as she was the SWAC Player of the Year. Well, we're in set 3, ladies and gentlemen. The Hornets of Alabama State 1 set away from advancing into tomorrow's finals.
Yes, it's very close. Bethune-Cookman
or semifinals,
can probably see this thing slipping away.
And just with plays like that, just an errant attack. Jasmine Moore just couldn't get her hands under it there. Now we're trying to see if the Hornets will just pour it on right now and sting the Wildcats on out of this one. Good tip there, left side by Hightower. And the attack on the right is at 15, trying to get a number. No, that's 12. That's Christian Ashby with the attack.
And a very simple message, Brittany Williams, to her team. You got to dig in. There is no tomorrow.
Survive and advance. You have got to leave everything out on the court and stay aggressive.
Man, the attack right side by Jalen Witten and off the hands of the very, very tall middle blocker Essence Jones and Talia Gaines, man.
The Bethune blockers certainly are promising talent, but we can see that they're not quite pressing over.
Jasmine Moore again, along with Essence Bell. They collide that time trying to go for the dig. Good offense again by the Alabama State Hornets. Jalen Witten back on the line for the Hornets. A little perspiration on the court. We'll get that cleaned up, get right back to action. Folks, coming up, match 2 here for the 2012. If I can see what I did just with the with the times. There we go. Thank you, colleague. Alabama A&M and Jackson State coming up at 1:30 in today's second quarterfinal. That should be a good one. OD, I love. Here we go, right side with the attack. Too much there, just too tall. Too much to handle there from that right side man with the extreme attack, Ariel Simmons, coming from that right side.
That block in a spot that should be covered by the block. I see the middle back just sucked in too far.
Back up top, right side, here come the attack from the Hornets of Alabama State. Rhodes trying to get it going. Way to keep it in play there on the right side by A.J. Simmons. And, man, the
nice dink.
Hornets just seem to be finding, Charles, all of the holes in the defense.
Yes, indeed. That was a great job. She took a quick peek to see where the defense was. A nice little dink over the net that time.
On the line for the Hornets of Alabama State, Talia Gaines, the graduate student from Daytona Beach, Florida. Charles, we've got to take a trip. Here we go, back up top, right side. Here come the Wildcats. And good job that time of Ariel Simmons catching the Hornets. They're kind of slipping. Penny Lucas over there coaching to the very end, having some conversation with Talia Gaines.
2 defensive plays that Alabama State should have gotten a hand on in the last 2 plays.
Anila Cobb has checked in, went to the line, and now the Wildcats keep it interesting. 5-4 the score. Cobb back on the line.
The set that Jada Rhodes hits is one of the fastest and up-tempo in the league, but it's also really error-prone. We see a couple of misfires in timing by her in the last couple of plays.
That time Madison Beasley tried to tip it over to Kaylin Hines, the freshman from South Holland, Illinois, and just didn't get it up high enough. Here we go with the dig there, right side. Rhodes now with the attack. Chapman with the dig, the pass over now, right side from Callender. Here we go, right side, man, and wow. Ashby over there doing the job again.
You know, Tamika, one of the things I really noticed about this Alabama State team, they don't get rattled whatsoever. You can get on a little run, but they just seem to regroup real quick.
K-Tall Price
that
check
has been
back
a
in.
characteristic of most of Penny White's teams. they just don't get rattled. They're really battle tested. They're mentally tough. And that's due in part to the kind of kids she recruits and then her as the leader.
Good defense, good effort by Riley Davis. Tipped it back into the net. Didn't mean to cut you off there. You're doing, man, I tell you, I'm learning so much. Kind of already knew, but, man, you're refreshing everything. Cartoon, it's all coming back to me. Here comes the Rattlers with the attack. Chapman to Brooks with the pass over the Rhodes. Left side there now. And kind of missed that one. Was that Alicia Callender there on the right side with the attack? I didn't see it.
It was a big group of commotion.
I know, and the official is right here, so it's just not me.
We don't have the best angle. It's not the worst.
On the line for the Wildcats, Sydney Poston. Right side, good tip over there. Right there is Kaytal Price, where she needed to be.
Yeah, unforced error at that time by the Hornets as Kaytal Price is right there for the easy point.
7-7, a complete number here in set 3.
Bethune right now just making the plays you need to make. Easy plays.
Well, that was an easy one there from Jayla Rhodes, the senior from Tallahassee. Man, that looked pretty darn easy.
Jada Rhodes is the momentum stopper.
Man, yeah, she'll cut it. Well, talking about cutting off a run.
Kaytal Price starting in the direction to go block the right side, which is what happens when you're playing a team so loaded with offensive weapons.
Man, what a perfect serve there. Right there on the corner. Sent Sydney Poston diving towards the floor. Just couldn't get it. Rhodes on the line again. Here we come. That one's out of bounds. 9-8 the score. The Wildcats keeping this one close. Folks, game or match 2 is scheduled for 1:30. Keep it like right here on the SWAC Digital Network. Up top, right side. Delahousse with the attack. Here we go. Hightower just couldn't get it up across. Man, Hightower's got a lot of talent, and she's got a bright future.
I like her energy.
I like her.
I like her effort. I see her on the bench still leading her team, telling them to stay in it. The setter-hitter connection is still not there, but we know it'll probably get there.
Delahousse with the attack. Back right side, bringing it over was Jalen Witten. And now here comes Hightower. No. Delahousse and Hightower working that left side of the net.
Delahousse still floating out. You've got to be stopped and going over. Her body's still floating out just a little bit. And then they were a little too close to the line. Could have been a step inside.
Chapman sends Bethune-Cookman running all the way to the back. Sydney Poston with some good defense. And now going to the line is Callender. Here we go, right side. Brooks with the pass, back right side. Man, what an attack by Witten. Here we come right side again with the attack from aerial A.J. Simmons. And now the Wildcats, Charles, starting to get a little energy.
Yes, they are. I tell you what, a lot of energy over here on the bench. Like I said, they're fighting for their life here in this third set.
Always a good choice to go at that right side. Setters want to cheat up and not play defense. And Alabama setters no different.
Oh, some great effort that time by Alabama State. But Bethune-Cookman now is starting to turn the table.
Nice little run here by the Wildcats.
Callender back on the line for her 4th attempt in a row. Witten chases it down, and it's across the back line, and now the Hornets have taken their first lead of the match by 12-11.
It's the kind of fight you like to see in a third and could be final set. It started with their passing. They picked it up just a little bit. Their blockers have picked it up. But Alabama State has had a few unforced errors that has kept Bethune in this match.
Charles, you're over there here hustling on the Hornet side.
Yeah, listen, Coach Lucas White, what she's saying. To your point, Tamika, with regards to the unforced errors, she was saying if you do not get a good pass, don't force it. Do not make a mental error. So she's really getting on them in regards to some of the mental errors in regards to this set.
Well, the Hornets are very poised. I think at this point they see the win right there at their fingertips. I don't think they want to take it another game. I think they're going to settle down here, get some good plays going, get that momentum back, get a couple of points, and then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, we saw them rattle there a few points, which is really uncharacteristic, which is why Coach called a timeout. So we'll probably see a more settled team right here after that chat with their coach.
And one of the things Alabama State's coach said at the beginning of the match is they are locked in. They are focused. They don't get bothered whatsoever by losing a few points or even losing a set. She loves the mental makeup of this team.
I really like the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman's young team. They're 4 freshmen, 5 sophomore, a couple of juniors, and a couple of seniors, and a grad student. Hey, man, that's the makings of building blocks. Here we go back to live action. Here comes the attack. And building the blocks over there. Nyla Cobb with the attack, man. But, man, De La Houssaye and Hightower over there are really, really, really tough.
The good thing about a timeout, you get to talk to your team. But the bad thing, the other coach gets to talk to her team, and the block was where they needed to make an adjustment.
Yeah, the Wildcats up by a couple now. Here we go, right side, De La Houssaye. Yeah, man, now they're up by 3. Here comes the energy.
Yeah, De La Houssaye feasting over here at the outside hitter.
Well, they should be celebrating in Tallahassee just because of this effort. I mean, this is a really, really a good young team.
It's a good sign to not just lay down and die,
Absolutely.
especially with the way the first 2 sets went.
And Tamika's hit me on the knee about 15 times. You know, she's a coach, and when they do something, she reacts. And right over the middle, that one was just easy. A netter, everybody kind of relaxed. But Bethune-Cookman should have went for that one. It was right there in play.
It looked simple. It was really hard to read that. The ball was just placed in there on their way down.
But it awkwardly went off of the net, so that kind of changed the trajectory of it. Everybody kind of just stood around.
Definitely changes that trajectory, so it changes your depth perception there just a little bit. Just an unlucky play if you're on the defensive end of that.
Davis will check back in for Bethune-Cookman. Chapman, right side, here come the Hornets with the attack. Chapman sets it back up again. She clears it out, says, I got it, here comes the attack. Great block there on the right side, man. 17 and 11. Gaines and Nyla Cobb, respectively, teaming up for the block, and that's going to send Jalen Witten.
The hitters got to see that low set early and just make a better decision next time.
Witten to the line. Here's the pass right side, the attack. That time by A.J. Simmons will keep the Wildcats alive here in set 3. On the line, Hightower. And it's out of bounds. 16-14. The Wildcats by a deuce. For Alabama State, number 18, Logan Horn will check in. Senior from right there in Montgomery, Alabama. Will put it into play. Oh, man, and that one goes out of bounds off of Riley Davis. Jasmine Moore can't go out of bounds to get that one. And now the Wildcats up by 1. Horn gets it over right there in the middle. Just right in the claws, the clutches of the Alabama State Hornets. Man, wow, what a play here at the set 3 at 25-14, the first score, and this one 16-16. That ties it up, knots it up, man. That's gonna be 0-0 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I tell you what, just sitting over here, kind of listening to Coach Williams. She said 3 errors in a row, and now look, we have a tie game. Do not shoot yourselves in the foot.
Well, vice versa, it was 2 errors in a row, which saw the the Wildcats go up on the Hornets, but they didn't seem to be shaken at all. They were very, very calm, cool, and collected at their errors. The Wildcats seemed to be scrambling around.
Kind of speaks to the identity of the Alabama State team. They are composed over here. When you take a look at them and listen intently here to Coach Booth, right? They are expecting themselves to kind of come out on top. But Bethune trying to keep the energy up over here, getting rid of those unforced errors.
Let's continue to set the stage for today's quarterfinal matchups. Alabama A&M and Alabama State at 1:30. Prairie View A&M and Texas Southern, that's a rivalry at 4 o'clock. And then the late game, 6:30 p.m., Grambling State taking on Florida A&M. Florida A&M the favored, but Grambling State's got something to say about that. They're playing well.
Grambling State never goes down without a fight. That match should be exciting.
Here we come right side with the cross shot. That time from Ariel Sims, just too much. Sims has got a lot of strength and a lot of power.
Bethune fixing serve receive, getting a hittable ball up for the hitter, and they just swing wide. So one thing after another is going wrong. Everything's just got to click at the same time.
The left attack from Jasmine Moore.
Jasmine Moore hitting the antenna, then the block. Let's see if the referees got that call.
You sure it wasn't the pole?
Let's see. Antenna, then hands. What was the call? All right, they made the right call as far as I could see.
Veteran Southwestern Athletic Conference crew here will give you our officials here in a minute. And right there into the net, man, I tell you, just didn't get any lift on that K-Tail Price.
That setter middle connection. I know Coach Williams going to work on that in the offseason. When they fix that, they're going to be so dangerous.
Yes, indeed. She just mentioned it, 6 errors in a row.
Right there in the middle with the dump. And, yeah, that's a good job there by Alicia Callender of dumping it right in the middle. Veteran officiating crew here for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Tamika,
yes.
Stacy Fontenot, Angela Simmons, Janice Presley, and Everett Odom. We've seen them many times before, and you have too.
All over, they do games all in this region. So other conferences at the SWAC tournament, they're regulars. Always feels great to see them come down to Prairie View or wherever the tournament is and put on an amazing game.
Well, Stacy Fontenot and Everett have been here for a while. I think they were officials when you were playing volleyball back here about 20 years ago. Now here we go back the other way. Here comes Alabama State right in the middle now to the Wildcats. The Hornets keep it alive. Here comes the set, right side. K-Town Price, man, she had the play. She had everybody moving the way she was. She just couldn't place it, just a little anxious, just a little too strong there in that play. Slide.
Yeah, the ball is a little bit behind her. So once the ball passes you, you're not going to contact it on top where it can go down, and that's why it just kind of flew out. Brooks
gets it over right side. Good set. Here we come on the left side. Chapman wants to move everybody out of the way. Great dump and dive there from the left side of Jada Rhodes.
Jada Rhodes just overturning. She saw she was set inside. You know the line is open, but you can't overturn.
Or that was Sydney Poston coming in. Poston on the line for the Wildcats. Now here comes the attack now from De La Houssaye. Man, woo! Wow.
That was a laser.
Man, I tell you, it has been some really, really fierce competition going here, man. This has been some great matches despite the score. 2019,
And that ball she can hit, it was in the right spot. It was the right height. She's got to add that she can hit those trash balls. She can hit those out-of-system, over-the-shoulder balls to her game.
What effort now by the Wildcats, man, and that volley right there, that rally, that was, man, that's some really good coaching. That's some really good effort, but just too much sting in the Hornet. And Brittany Williams calls a timeout, a good timeout. I really like her demeanor. I like the way she's interacting with the ladies, even though the score is not indicative of what's going on out here. Well, the match, let's say that, because they're 2-0. But the score is indicative to the play, 21-19, just a couple of points away from keeping this one alive.
Brittany Williams, just a classy coach. Houston is home for her, so she's at home. They've had an up and down season, not for a lack of talent. They haven't gelled when they needed to. And so that can cause some coaches frustration, that can ruin team chemistry. But she's sticking with them, and they're staying together, which is why we know that she'll develop this team, and they'll come back better next year.
Go ahead, Charles.
And to your point, Tamika, she mentioned this is a very, very close-knit group. She mentioned that she was dealing with the death of her father just last month, and this team has really rallied around her in terms of keeping her up, and she said that has done a tremendous job in just keeping her spirits high coming into this SWAC tournament.
Wow, I kind of know about that about a month ago myself. Tough.
Says something about the young ladies that she recruited. They're keeping her spirits up because you're ultimately in this thing together. So love to hear that. Love to hear when a program has that type of culture.
Brooke Adams will check in for the Hornets of Alabama State. She's right down the street from Cypress, Texas. And in the net were the Hornets? No. In the net were the Wildcats.
Brooke Adams, no stranger to this court. Mom, Prairie View A&M Hall of Famer.
Jocelyn. Yeah, that was
All-American.
Yeah, that's my classmate.
Former Texas Southern volleyball coach.
And that one goes out of bounds off of the Hornets, and the Wildcats will go back to the line. I'm really impressed with Essence Bell, the graduate student from Ocala, Florida. They're going to miss her next year.
Essence Bell is everywhere. She doesn't quit on the ball. We've seen her extend out to try and attempt a pancake so many times, just not letting the ball die.
23-20. We're getting close to match point. Chapman on the line. Oh, good serve there. Here comes the attack, Delahousse. Oh, man, Chapman with another great dig. That one in the middle. Great attack. Delahousse gets it over. Here he comes. They're setting it up. Right in the middle. Delahousse gets it over. Good volley. Great rally. Here we go. Right side. Right in the middle. Oh, man. Chapman comes from out of nowhere. Here we come now, right side. And that one is out of bounds. And, man, 23-21 to score. The Wildcats say no. I'm not ready to stop.
A pair of great defensive stops right there. And that is just refusing to lose.
Here comes Callender on the line for Brittany Williams. 23-21, set 3, match 1 on a great day of volleyball playing for you folks here.
Coach Williams just turned around and said, lock in, fight.
That's it.
And match point here now for the Hornets of Alabama State. Match point.
And that one's going to hurt. Not that you aren't allowed a miss serve, but in the net and so close to game point, that one's going to really sting when she gets a chance to reflect on that serve.
24-21, this could be it for the Wildcats. Here we come right side. Delahousse says no, and that's going to do it. Wow. Well, that's going to put match 1 in the books with the Hornets of Alabama State advancing to the semifinals. This was a great match. I mean, my hats go off to the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats as Charles gets prepared to talk to our winning coach, Penny Lucas. And, man, what a great game. What a great match for the Hornets.
Yeah, no doubt over here with Coach Penny Lucas White. You guys come in as number 1 seed. You come out and make a statement here in this opening game.
Yes, sir, we sure did. I think my kids were very disciplined, and they're very intentional, and they just play for each other. It was a team effort.
that last set there, as Bethune-Cookman kind of had a little run going, you talked about how your team kind of locks in. They don't get bothered by rallies, and they showed it here in the last.
They don't get bothered by rallies. They just have to remind themselves we have to go back to the basics, and then we just go back and we make sure that our first ball contact is quality, and then we're able to play our tempo game.
Sure thing. Thank you, Coach. I'll let you get to your team.
Thanks, Charles. Well, Tamika, a great match. Set 3 was just exciting. I mean, they really stepped up. I think if Bethune-Cookman would have had a little bit more time, it would have been a different outcome, but it was just too much Alabama State. They did a great job here in match 1.
Too much Alabama State, and Coach White talked about this. First ball contacts have to be quality, and especially when you're playing the number 1 seed in the conference. And so Bethune-Cookman, too many issues with their first ball contact. Had that been better, this is a different match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, match 2 rather, on tap here in about an hour. We'll take a break for this one and then come back with showdown number 2 as Alabama A&M takes on the Tigers of Jackson State. Stick around. We'll be back with more. This is the Southwestern Athletic Conference Digital Network.